Good afternoon. Happy Friday again. We're out here on Hughes Island. Just got my hammock set up, my tarp. I'll show you that in just a second. But yeah, we're out here with Florida Bushcraft folks. Check them out on Facebook, Florida Bushcraft. Good group of people, men and women, kids alike, that just get together. This is my first trip with them, so looking forward to it. All right, here is my hammock and tarp setup. A little windy out this weekend, but it should be good. All right, so we're starting to get settled in here, doing things a little bit different this time. As you can see off behind me, there's one guy just come in. He's setting up in a hammock. I'll flip us around and show you a couple more areas. So you saw this once already. This is me. Then we got kind of an area, another setup. We got opportunity to set up all around this pond actually. Over this way, this is kind of where we drive in, which by the way, we're out here, we got our vehicles out here with us this time. You can see some folks have set up through there, setting up in some tents. Here's my truck, and way over in the distance you can see them working on some projects and some more setup. That's kind of our central area where we're going to have the fire tonight and do some cooking, and he's got some tools set up, and they're actually over there, I believe, trying to make a spear. They've already made a couple tent pegs, so pretty cool. I think there's about 6 groups expected tonight, so we'll see how it turns out. So a pretty cool little creek area here. We have the pond, and there's our setups over there. Right here is dried up, but a certain time of the year, or certain, I guess after a certain amount of rain, this little creek right here, I guess it's a creek, whatever you'd want to call it. Kind of man-made, kind of natural, but it looks like it just water flows down through here. That's pretty cool. And I mean, we're just out here in the middle of the woods, so I don't know if like the Park Service built this, or I guess they must have, huh? But anyway, you can see where it kind of comes in there and just flows down. All right, so I'm gonna cut up a little bit of onion, mix it with a little bit of mushrooms, and get it in my fancy bowl and just kind of get it ready for, we're about to have some steaks later. And so I just figured, well, if I'm out here in the wilderness, I might as well have me some mushrooms and onions and do it right? So let's get a little, get rid of some mushroom juice here right quick. Oh, Might better go do that at the pond. The reason I'm saying all that is we are in bear country, so we got to be careful with where we're spreading our food scent. Sean, you reckon that's enough mushrooms?
I think that'll make it.
All right. I brought me another can too for my cheeseburger tomorrow night.
Should have brought me some onions and mushrooms. I didn't think about it.
Well, here.
No. You make it for you, man. It's a long weekend.
There you go. They're all yours.
Well, I appreciate it.
Later, I can make a
I wasn't
video.
saying.
No, it's on video now.
I literally just jumped in here and said, hey, let me have part of your food.
Hey, it's all right, because a little while ago, he offered me a steak. He's like, man, did you bring a steak? I should have said no, and I could have thrown his in the cooler. But I do have another can of mushrooms, and I got that onion right there.
Well,
I knew Sean Strickland was coming out here, and
well, I appreciate it, man. I really wasn't jumping in on your food.
Well, speaking of jump in, come over here, Sean. I'm up to like 28 subscribers now, so I'm like world famous. But tell those 28 folks what your channel is.
Okay, so my channel is called Rewild Outdoors, and I do the same kind of stuff that Rich does. But I do the camping videos and a little bit of survival stuff, and just all around make a fool of myself on the camera. So, you know, if you enjoy that kind of stuff, if you like Rich's stuff, come over to mine, and then you'll probably come back over to his stuff. But come over and check it out anyway.
No, you got some good stuff. I've been watching it lately. My wife was watching it a little bit last night, so I appreciate
it. I really do.
So, all right, I made this little, I don't know if you've seen this.
That's
actually
cool.
Lone Wolf 902 is where I got this idea. His looks far fancier than mine, but I just started learning how to sew. So I'm going to take and put a little bit of this olive oil that I brought with me down in here.
I'm going to steal this idea just so everybody knows.
Coming soon. How do you say it? Rewild Outdoors?
Rewild Outdoors.
Coming soon. Olive oil. But I got pepper, salt, and then this is that Tony's.
Yeah, I know.
Tony's something seasoning.
Saturated, however you say that.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff right there. So, all right. So I'm just going to take and put this back in the cooler.
Fire.
Ooh, boy.
That's how you make it look easy.
Brian, how much lighter fluid you put on that before you came up with that ferro rod?
6 gallons.
All right, everyone, we are out here and it's starting to get dark. You can feel the temperature dropping and we got a fire going. We're fitting to put some steaks on here and all kinds of goodies.
All the meats.
See you soon.
It's going to be like Noah's Ark, grilling 2 of every animal.
All right, we got some potato wedges going. Some mushrooms, some onions. A little bit of water going in the kettle.
Oh, that's a cool little kit.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything in there.
That was one of my first hand sewing, like
cool.
not even with a sewing machine type of.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All stainless.
Yeah, somebody get also look that up. And I killed it after I took a picture because.
All right, guys, we're wrapping things up. We're by the fire. Everybody's eating. You can barely see me, but there is some couple lights out here that Brian, the host, was kind enough to put out, and we got a fire going, and we're just chilling. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. Morning of day 2. disregard the fact that I hadn't done my hair yet. Maybe I'll do that for you guys here in a little bit, but good morning from the Ocala National Forest. We have a beautiful setting I just woke up to off this way. They've already got the fire going. I think one of the guys actually got up about 6 in the morning and took off in his vehicle. I don't know if he was too cold or what was going on, but man, I slept good. I was in that new hike and bike sleeping bag at 15 degree, and it just worked well. So kind of breezy, kind of cool this morning, but man, once again, God's done it, and we're off for what looks like a beautiful day. So stick around and let's see what we got going on for some. Let's go get some coffee and make some breakfast in the woods. All right, we got fire. You guys might remember me talking about this firebox I built this out of steel at my house. Actually, me and my wife worked on this together. Fun project one day in the garage when it was cold, but built this little thing to do things like this. We're out here camping, we have our vehicles, we're doing stuff like this. This isn't something I can pack up in my bag. It's steel, it's heavy. They do make them compact, that can compact and, you know, go in your backpacks. But this is something cool I just bring around. I can start a fire. As you can see, it doesn't get the whole area going if it's real dry. And here in just a second, I'll be able to put a kettle of water on there and cook with it. But in this case, we're getting ready to make some coffee out here in the Ocala National Forest. Guys, this looks like a pretty good spread of groceries. Oh, look here, Sean. Slide it up in there, Sean. Sean made me some bacon. That's pretty nice of you, man. That's a good guy right there.
Your way, right away.
All right.
You know, I didn't think I'd say this, but I should have brought a bigger frying pan.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Bigger frying pan or smaller ham. Now we can get this day going. Time to eat some breakfast.
Farm fresh eggs.
I got oatmeal and stuff.
Headache. There's no ventilation in there.
You want aspirin or anything?
I've got coin, but he says it's fine. Because it's a cold too.
Yeah, that's good blankets and stuff.
I was kidding me when people would get out of it.
All right, so we got some raindrops coming. We figured we'd go ahead and make up this little tarp assembly. It took about 8 of us with 16 different ideas on how to do it, but Brian led the way and it turned out pretty good. A little bit of bushcraft, a little bit of redneck ingenuity. And here we have our tarp we can come up under and chill out kind of together as a community. A little bit of everything going on around here. That's kind of our main area. You can see our shelter set up. A gentleman rode in on a dirt bike from Spring Hill. Someone else is over there whittling something. Someone's over there whittling a spoon. There comes Sean coming out of the woods. He was out on a walk. Couple new hammocks going up over there. And then we have another new hammock. That's mine there on the left, but you can see that other one back up in there. We're getting ready to have a full camp. Some folks left this morning, and some folks rolled in today. We're in the Hopkins Prairie area of the Ocala National Forest. Out here with Florida Bushcraft. If you're not familiar with them, if you enjoy bushcraft, there's about 2,600 members, I'm guessing. So if you're in Florida, you're watching this and you enjoy bushcraft, go on Facebook and look up Florida Bushcraft. Great group of people. So our host for this trip, Brian, he went and he got here a couple days before the event, and he hung up these beer cans so we could see our way in. And of course he just found them out of the woods. We'll pick them up on our way out, but pretty cool. Oh, here comes some of the guys now that were just out on a hike. Not sure what critter's been living in there, but I'm not going to stick my hand in there to try to find out. That was just a couple of the guys, the younger guys that was, they're out here with their mom, actually. She was cool enough to get them involved with this group and take them out here camping for the weekend, and it's pretty neat. Some of the guys have been teaching them, you know, how to start a fire with a ferro rod, and when you watch that stuff, you know, you learn yourself, so it's kind of cool. Good to see young guys learning more about camping and bushcraft, and really just appreciation for the outdoors. All right, guys, looks like it's gonna rain. So I'm kind of squatting down up under my tarp. Let's see. And as you guys saw, I was getting ready. I'm gonna make ramen with shrimp. Man, I've ate a lot of ramen, but I've always ate chicken and beef. And actually my niece was telling me, Kaylee, if you're watching, how you like the one with the shrimp. So I was in a convenience store on the way here getting some last minute items, and you know what I said? I saw this in there. I said, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna eat me some shrimp ramen. This joker right here was 79 cents. So if anybody's quick enough to figure out what 79 cents times 2 is, that's how much my lunch cost today. Let's see how it looks. More importantly, let's see how it tastes. This is cool. When I stepped out from, well, I had my water boiling, getting ready to make my lunch, I saw a couple of the kids that are camping here heading off into the woods and just going and scouting around and being boys. Good stuff. Beer and peanuts. If my brother-in-law is watching, this was the Busch Light you left at our camp last weekend. And free beer and cold beer is for me. With some peanuts while my ramen cools down. Yeah, babe, even when you're not here, I make a mess all over my shirt. Can't take me anywhere. The shrimp ramen's good. It's not as good as chicken, and it's not as good as beef. I do like the spice in it, but... and the shrimp, they almost look like little grub worms. But I'm gonna eat the heck out of these grub worms, or whatever they are in here, and we're gonna call it shrimp. And it's good to go. One thing I did before I turned the camera on was I said my prayers. And I just always think, you know, a meal is a good time to, you know, be reminded that it's just a good time to say your prayers. So if you believe in God and you talk to God before each meal, don't forget to say your prayers. The other thing that's challenging about this type of ramen, when it comes in these little styrofoam bowls, is I like to break mine up first. You know, in the package, when they're in the pack, scrunch it all up. And so that when you shovel it out, or shovel it out, I guess that's what we do out here, it's not all stringy or as stringy. It's easier to eat. But I got 2 of these, almost $1.60 worth, so I'm gonna enjoy them. All right, we are on day 2. I'm gonna flip the camera around here in just a second. It is raining, really a strong drizzle, but I'm sitting up here, as you can kind of see, up under my tarp, next to my hammock, and it was nice. We got phone signal. I was able to just talk to the family. They're all doing good. We're doing good out here. I've had to snuggle up. It's cold. It's probably in the 50s right about now, and shouldn't get too much colder tonight, but it is gonna probably get down into the low 50s tonight. I imagine it's in the upper 50s right now, but let me see if this rain will show up on the camera. All right, someone's hammering on something out here behind me, but I don't know if you guys can see the rain coming down or not. You can definitely see there's a Jeep and a car over there. You can see the windshields all covered in wet, and we got just kind of a strong drizzle. All right, so this is what happens at bushcraft camp when it's raining. Bunch of guys end up huddling up under a tarp here. We got the fire going out there, and we're gonna hopefully hope the rain breaks so we can get some dinner going here in a little bit. But yeah, we're just kind of huddled up under here under the tarp. There's a setup over there, and having a good time out here. For all you other 2,600 people out there in Florida bushcraft land that aren't here, we miss you, and we'll have a drink for you. All right, I just heard some good news. I just learned that one of these pork chop steaks has my name on it. Hopefully it's not the one that went in the sand a while ago, but either way I'll take it. Otherwise I gotta eat me a frozen Bubba burger over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with one of these. Do I gotta give a disclaimer of who gave it to me, or is it?
No. You don't have to. You don't have to say Rewild Outdoors gave it to you, and they should go subscribe to that channel.
Is that who did it? Oh, the guy. This is the trade-off for the onions and the mushrooms yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right. The onions and the mushrooms.
Oh, okay. All right, that works. All right, guys, check this out. I got me a steak pork chop. I was supposed to have a cheeseburger, so what I did is I took the buns and went ahead and put them on the grill and put some butter on them, and we're fixing to chow down. We're gonna wrap this up, this trip. Well, we got tomorrow morning. We'll probably have a good breakfast and get on the road. It's been an awesome trip up here in God's country, Ocala National Forest. Beautiful place. It's starting to cool down even more. You can barely see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I'm starting to see some steam rolling off this pond right here. And so we had dinner. Everything's good there. It's going to be dark in about an hour, probably more like 30 minutes. And we'll sit by the fire for a little bit, have some camaraderie, and then we'll call it a night. We'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. Well, it looks like it's been raining. Woke up a little bit. I think it's been raining for probably the last couple hours. Just barely drizzling right now. It's about 25 after 7. Cold, damp. I see behind me that the guys are already getting the fire going. So I don't know if I'm going to cook on that. And by the way, welcome to day 3. This is the final day. We'll be packing up today and heading out. But anyway, I don't know if I'll go over there and cook on that. I really just plan on some oatmeal. I got extra eggs still, extra bacon, stuff like that, but I might just do some nice oatmeal and a hot cup of coffee. Maybe over there, maybe here by my shelter, my hammock. And we'll get the day going. Still great to be out here. This is awesome. Right before I woke up, I heard some pretty cool owls screeching and stuff like that. And now you can hear some chatter in the background from the guys. You can hear some birds in the background. But definitely blessed to be out here. Happy Sunday, everyone. I went ahead and decided, as you can see, I got the water boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and make some blueberry and strawberry oatmeal, some chock full of nuts coffee, have myself a good hot cup of coffee, some oatmeal, and then we're gonna pull this stuff down, get it packed up, and that's gonna do it for us here at Ocala National Forest. Thank you so much for watching. As you guys know, my channel's new. I'm just starting to build it up. I don't know where I'll go with it. You know, we're getting ready to get into summer. There's going to be boating, diving, fishing, that kind of stuff. We definitely want to keep the camping going if we can. We are here in Florida. You know, we got the bug net hammock so we can defeat the bugs, but you know, we can't defeat the heat, so we're going to do our best there and see where we go. We're definitely going to be spending a lot of time in the great outdoors. So I thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all.